Yo, what's up guys, it's Nate here. So you guys can see that we are using mind control and actually we're doing a GC from like from 0 1 to 12. So I hope you guys do enjoy. So I'm actually already in our first match here against Alan. So honestly, I would like I know a lot of you guys have requested me to do a GC with Miner, so I guess today's the day. So like I'm not it's like I've done GCs before guys. I probably have like a total of like 50 to 60 combined, should I combine all my accounts. But anyways, I feel like usually the first 8 wins are usually like pretty easy. Like you won't like really face anyone like Muhammad light level, or I hope not anyways. So you guys can see that this guy's like running some like weird deck. I'm not really sure what it could be. Could be like Hog Fireball or like Hog Rocket. So he does go for a Knight here. So I really hope when I rocket this, I'm not using he's not using Expo or anything like that. Okay, so yes, see, I just said that he also plays minions into my rocket. So you guys can kind of see like the difference between like the skill level between like someone at 0 wins and obviously someone at 10 wins. So let's see, I'm just gonna go Miner in the back and just go for E-speed here. So you guys see that I do have my language in Spanish. So like I do realize that I have like a lot of like foreign viewers. So like I've decided like to switch up like my language in CR, I guess, like just to learn how to pronounce the card names. So it's going for El Tronco here, or Tronco. I'm not really sure if I said that right. Hopefully I don't get roasted too hard in the comments. Not really gonna try to pronounce these hard names like the skeletons or like the Dark Prince, but I definitely know how to say like rocket or log in Spanish. I think rocket is like cojete or something like that, and obviously miner is like minerio or like minerio or something like that. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering these names, but you know, it's all in fun, guys. So I'm actually just gonna go for miner here. So like based on like what he's played, I think it's like some like weird off meta hog deck. So I think go for log here. Okay, looks like he does play a hog, so I don't think the hog will go to my Tesla, which is really unfortunate. But like I told you guys, these guys like I think usually like in the first like at least first 7 wins, you shouldn't face any meta decks, and if you do, well, I guess just watch my videos and like you'll learn how to beat them, I guess. So hopefully I go like 12-0 or like 12-1 in this GC. I really hope like I don't lose up before, because I remember like a week ago I did try to do a GC vid and I faced like 2 giant graveyards in a row and I just lost out. So he doesn't go for minions, but I can just go delivery and let's go for log in this E-Wiz and let's go for E-Spirit for the chip damage. I don't think he's gonna let that lock, so I can really just go for Tesla here. Okay, wow, he actually has a lightning. It's pretty interesting. I actually have never seen this variant, but then again, it is at 0 wins, so I'm not too surprised here. So let's see, if hard to go miner, I'm gonna go for rocket actually. I feel like he might play his knight, which is perfect if he does. Miner will get a lot of damage, and then just go for E-Spirit for the chip. He does go for E-Wiz last second, but I'm basically just 2 rockets and 2 logs away from winning. So I go for Tesla Skeletons this time. I know he might play his lightning at 0 elixir. It looks like he does. So I'm gonna go for Dark Prince. E-Wiz will like split its damage between my Dark Prince and the tower, but I think that's fine. I can just go for miner in the front and then go for log. Okay, unfortunately that Dark Prince doesn't splash, but at this point, I feel like if I just defend his next hog push, I should be okay here. So just go for delivery, go for skeletons. I think this time around I just play my Dark Prince. Even if he lightnings, I don't think it'll do enough. Let's see. I'm just gonna hope that hog doesn't get one more hit. It looks like it does, but lightning doesn't do 665, or I hope not anyways. So just go for miner, go for E-Spirit. Okay, he does go for NATO, but if E-Spirit connects, okay, looks like E-Spirit isn't connect, but I think rocket does 446. So I think just go for another Tesla here on defense. And I think this should be GG. There's not much you can do here. Again, lightning does not do 578. I hope it doesn't. So let's go for rockets and let's go for a log. That should be GG. Honestly, not too much to say. It is like the first match of the GC, so I doubt I'm gonna face anyone good, or like meta decks is what I mean. So I don't think I'm gonna get cut, because I think Q times like are pretty fast. So let's just hop in the next match. Alright, looks like we're in our second match here against Jamil. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. Looks like he does go for a Goblin Gang, so this could be log bait actually, although I haven't really seen this variant of log bait in a very long time. Okay, looks like it actually is log bait with run with Gob Gang. I feel like the version with guards is a lot more popular, so I can just go for miner in the back here. I know it's a version of baits, so he probably has knight. Okay, he's probably gonna play knight right now. So in the case he does, I can just get a free rocket on this. I know he's Princess Bridge, so let's go for E-Spirits. So he's playing a Princess Bridge now. Okay, so Princess will want to hit my tower, which is unfortunate, but I can just go for delivery. And also, we can't really ignore that delivery either, so he's probably going to have to play Gob Gang. Okay. Looks like he actually plays an I-Tower here, so you guys see that like the players I'm facing, they're not very good, or like to my skill level, I guess. So I go for log on this. Okay, speaking of skill level, I do miss that Gabriel, which is really unfortunate. but I don't think it matters too much. Even though he got that damage, I'm still up a lot. So he does play Gob Gang at the Ridge. So let's go for Dark Prince. I mean, I've already pretty much taught you guys how to beat this matchup. Always going for minor in like random spots so you can get some chip damage. Go East Spirit for more chip damage. So it looks like my Dark Prince will also connect on his tower. And I think at this point this should be GG's. There's not much you can do. He does give the oops. I think that's Vaya, which is oops, and then Beyond Drago. Ah, dude, my Spanish is so bad, guys. I'm so sorry for you guys who are watching and who speak Spanish. I'm just not good, or like I'm pretty washed up on it. But at this point, 109 on his tower and 25-23 on mine. There's not much you can do here, but I feel like he's still gonna play it out. So let's just see what he's gonna do. Probably gonna wait until I hit 10 elixir or like 9. So let's play minor right now and then see what he's gonna do. Let's see if he catches. Okay, he doesn't catch, so my minor will take his tower. So I probably just go for E-Spirit here, then let's go for delivery. So just a minute left. Again, there's not much you can do here. He does go for Princess, but I can just go Skeletons on it. And then pre-place my Tesla probably. Although he's not even back to Princess yet, so there's really no point. I'm just gonna play it there just to be safe. Let's see, he goes for a barrel. I think that's deep. Yeah, it is deep, so I can really just go for a log. I'm not too sure. Okay, yeah, I thought for a minute that he gave up, but looks like he's not going to. So I can just go for Skeletons. Let's see. Let me just go for delivery. He will rocket log my Dark Prince, which is I guess more damage on his end. But we're just, again, guys, with just a short amount of time left, there's no way he's gonna break through. He does have a Gob Gang Princess coming down, but I think he's gonna go for log here. Let's go for E-Spirits. I know he's gonna play his barrel. So let's see, let's go for Dark Prince. The barrel's deep, so it won't get any damage anyways. And at this point, he's gonna go for a log, and I assume like probably a Desperation Rocket last second. But again, guys, unless he like pulls out some hacks and a rocket does like 1900 damage, I usually just go for delivery, just go for log. And that barrel was low, so it doesn't really matter. I would have caught it anyways. It's been a good game. Honestly, pretty nice win against Logbait. Obviously not against the best players, but you know, 2-0. It's a pretty good start. So let's just hop in the next match. So we found our next match here against Kezo_Italiano. So then I'm not too sure where he's running. It could be like a random deck. Okay, looks like it's this Logbait once again. With Cannon this time, it's pretty interesting. He also goes for guards here. So I think this variant should have Mighty Miner or Valk. Okay, he does go for barrel. Okay, oops on that delivery. I think delivery should have everything, but Stab got the barrel will get a couple hits. So just give him the oops, give him the Vaya. Alright, I really hope I'm saying that right. And guards also do connect. So he does have damage both lanes, but I think it should be okay here. So this is a pretty it's a pretty easy matchup. Then again, this guy isn't Riley, so I should not lose. So I literally just faced a Logbait actually my second match or third one. So I remember like I did ask you guys to like, or if you guys like go to my community tab, I did ask for questions. So let's just hop into some of those and I'll probably just answer them while playing the game. Let's hope I don't lose at this low of wins. So anyway, someone asked, what grade do you study in? I think I've answered this a lot of times, but I'm a freshman in college. Obviously, I'm studying finance and business for now. Not really too sure. Like I think YouTube's like a hobby for me, but obviously I could pursue it further. But who really knows? Let's see. Not a question, but a suggestion. You should do best of 5 matches with Riley, Ian, or any other CR content creator. It helps in gaining subs. I mean, at the same time, I do care about subs, guys. But honestly, I don't think Riley. I think that Riley and Ian would be interested, but for me, I'm not really interested. I mean, I could do it if they're down, but at this point, I really don't care too much about it. If like, I don't want to be mean, but I'm just like doing my own thing, and obviously they're doing their own thing, so I really don't want to bother them with the best of 5. But again, if you guys really want it, I can ask them and see. But let's move to the next question. Which are the minor controlled hardest matchups? So again, this is obviously like another highly asked question, like Nate, like which matchups are the hardest, which ones are the easiest. I think I've said this a lot of times, but I think the hardest matchups are probably Lava Tombstone is one of the harder ones. Loon Cycle is one. Obviously, like for Loon Cycle, like they can, even though you have so many responses for their Loon, they literally have such a fast recycle, you really can't do anything. Loon Cycle is one of them. Lava Tombstone, I think I already said that. I think Giant Graveyard is another bad one. And overall, I think like the other matches like RG or like any Cycle deck, I feel like it's pretty good for my deck. You really can't do much about it. So I think like probably top 3 like the hardest matchups are probably Lava Tombstone, Giant Graveyard, Lava Clone, and then probably Loon Cycle. What would you do if Miner got a really big nerf? Okay, so if Miner got a nerf, I'm not really too sure why, because I honestly don't consider Miner a win condition. I know some of you might disagree with me, but I think Miner, the only reason Miner is so popular is just because it's put into other win condition decks and it works in most decks like Giant or like even Hog Miner works. And then obviously like Lava Miner, I think that's why it's so popular. But you guys can see that's not in the game. So again guys, it was kind of close, but I kind of made that close because I was just overcommitting. So I think that should be our 4th win. Or no, it'll be a 3rd win, so I'll probably just hop in the next match. So looks like we found our next match here against Edel Ant. Not really too sure what he's running. Again, it could be anything. Just gonna give him the good luck. I think it's Buena Suerte. Okay, so he does go for E-barbs here. So this could be what? 3M, could be Golem. I really hope it's not Golem. If it is, I'd be kind of annoyed, even though I feel like Golem is definitely winnable with Tesla, but it's pretty hard. So I'm actually going to simp for my Tesla, just go for E-Spirit to block the E-Barb so it doesn't get hit on my Tesla. Okay, he goes for an Nightwitch here. I really hope he doesn't go on my bridge. Okay, so he goes for E-Drag, so this could be actually E-Golem. Don't E-Golem in front of this, it's not going to work. Okay, so he does go for Healer, but I think as long as I time my rocket right and just rocket everything, I should hit everything. And wow guys, I actually hit a rocket for once. So E-Golem is a pretty easy matchup, although this variant is pretty annoying because, like, let's just say, like, you miss your rocket. I feel like you pretty much lost the game. So this guy is giving me the angry mini P.E.K.K.A emote. I mean, I guess he knows it's a really good matchup for me. Again, there's not much this guy can do. He's going to go for E-Barbs here. So I wouldn't be surprised if he went Eagle and Bridge, but I honestly don't think he should do that because then he doesn't have Healer in hand. Okay, just don't listen to me, I guess. I don't really understand why people do this. You don't have your Healer, so Eagle is pretty much dead. And this guy's giving me a free Mon of Elixir. So I feel like he's gonna go for yeah, he's gonna go for E-Drag here. So I think go for Rockets because don't think he has enough Elixir to defend this, and also it doesn't have enough for ground troops, or I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any ground troops like as of now. So it looks like he's just gonna let his tower go. And we're just a minute 20 seconds left. This game is pretty much over, guys. I know I always say that, but then again, I don't think there's much you can do here unless I literally disconnect from this game right now. I'll pretty much lose. Unless he gives up. Okay, looks like he's not going to give up. Looks like he's still going to play, which is pretty interesting. I feel like if you're running E-Golem, and if I ever face someone using like Miner, Dark Prince, triple spell, I would give up. But I mean, I do appreciate how this guy's not giving up. But it is pretty annoying for me. But I can just go for Skeletons to bring everything over, and just go for a Rocket. And I do miss the Nightwitch, but it doesn't really matter. I think the main focus was just killing a healer. So he does go for E-Golem back, so I guess one more Desperation last push from him. So let's see. He does have an E-Golem coming down, but I think E-Golem should be like almost dead by the time my Dark Prince is dead. So let's see. He does go for a healer opposite. I assume he's probably going to go E-Barbs into that lane. So let's see. Should go for delivery log first, and it looks like I think it will hit the Nightwitch and E-Drag really good, and then just go for Rocket opposite lane. And with just 17 seconds left, this game is pretty much over. Just go for Skeletons, and let's go for log just for the fun of it. And he's giving me so much elixir. So GG to E-Golem. So give him the GG. Again, there's not really much you can do here, guys. Especially if E-Golem has no big spell, they really should never break through in reality. And again, this guy isn't like Fang. If you guys didn't know, he's the best E-Golem player. So I guess another nice win. So that should put us 4-0. So let's just queue into the next match. Alright guys, so this will be actually the 5th match, so if we win this, we'll be 5-0 on the GC, so honestly not too bad of a start. Up against Sari from Norwegian Force. So obviously, just a minor safe spot here. I think we're entering the range of where like these decks could become meta decks. And it looks like it will. He does play Skeleton King. So this definitely could be Giant Graveyard, could be like RG Lightning, could be some weird off meta like Mortar deck. So let's see. He does go for a Witch here. How much I dread Witch. So I'm definitely gonna rocket this Witch. I really hope he doesn't Giant Graveyard my bridge, because if he did, that would be pretty unfortunate. But I feel like I can definitely win. Hopefully, even if he goes for a Giant Graveyard. Okay, looks like he's not. Looks like he's playing Gob Hut. This could be, I think it's like Chris the God's deck. If you guys don't know him, he's like he's not really of a good player. Like I usually don't like being toxic towards people, but his deck is like pretty much no skill. And I'm pretty sure he's like in the top 2K slums because he's just, I don't know, because Skeleton isn't that good in the meta, I guess. Or it is, I guess he's just not pushing very well with it. So he does go for Bowler here, so I think this is Chris the God's deck, so I think his only big spell is arrows, so I just go for E-Spirit for the bats just to kill the Bowler. I think Bowler will hit my Tesla, which is unfortunate. So he does have a Skeleton King and a Graveyard, a 2 Elixir Graveyard on the field. Okay, looks like he's giving me a lot of value with this rocket. So as long as I hit everything with this rocket, I don't really have to worry too much about his next push. So let's see. I feel like he's gonna go gob hut like right in this position with my miner. So let's see. I'm gonna go right now. Maybe I can catch it. Oh, wow, looks like we actually do predict the miner. And I guess he also thought we would have went on the Skarmy, so it's actually pretty funny. I'm gonna get a really nice log from this. So let's see. If I go log right now, to hit the Skarmy and I hit the gob hut. So a really nice prediction. I feel like mostly everyone does that because I feel like if he goes gob hut in the back and I just go rocket. So I feel like going him going gob hut in the middle was pretty predictable. So I go for E-Spirit here. Looks like he will take the king tower activation. I know a lot of you guys always ask me like, Nate, why do you always give your opponent king tower activation? Like, is it really worth it? And to be honest, I think it is, guys, because you guys see that I hit the boulder and then I also got damage on the tower, and I feel like eventually I would have to give him a king tower activation. So I'm usually okay with it. Like, it usually depends on the matchup, but I feel like with this matchup, since his only big spell is minor, or his only big spell is arrows, I think it's okay. So we actually do catch his gob hut once again. I find this is pretty funny. So I think a log should kill this gob hut, and E-Spirit obviously not to eat the gob hut damage or goblin hits. So he does go for bowler graveyard opposite, but I'm just gonna go miner and 0 elixir and go for skeletons to defend this. So I know he's not able to defend or I guess not defend, but support his graveyard. So he does have a skeleton coming down, but I can go for log here just to push back Skelly King so my tower will target on the bats. I know he might pop his ability, so just gonna wait a little bit and then go for delivery right now. Okay, I also think I need Dark Prince because of his graveyard. It spawns like 20 skeletons. And I think I just go for Tesla right here for his gob hut. He does go for Witch here, so I think I go for E-Spirit to get rid of the skeletons. Okay, looks like he's going to protect his Witch, which I guess is well played on his end. So I go for a log on this gob hut once again just to kill it, and then go for delivery on the opposite lane just to kill everything. And I am back to the Tesla here, so just going to go for a double Tesla. I don't really think there's a way of him breaking through, to be honest, so I can literally just go miner, go Dark Prince, go for E-Spirit. I'm gonna try to catch his Skarmy with the log. Looks like I do, but don't really get a lot of damage. But I guess by applying pressure opposite lane, he's not really able to build up a push, as you guys saw. So let's see, I think I'm for miner rockets. Okay, please tell me that he's gonna defend that. Okay, so I just did 9 elixir on his lane, and he decided to ignore it. So the question is, can I defend this? Okay, first I need to kill this gob hut first. Go for Dark Prince. Okay, it's kind of interesting. So go for delivery first. I think go for E-Spirit as well. As long as the tower targets on the graveyard, I think should be okay here. He's gonna pop his ability, and luckily my skeletons do come in handy. And then he also does waste his arrows. So go for E-Spirit to be safe. He does go for Skarmy, but doesn't even catch my miner at all. So let's go for log here. And even if he goes to graveyard, there's not much you can do here. Just go for Tesla. And at this point, I can really just throw for rockets and go for miner. He does go for graveyard, but it won't do anything. Let's go for delivery. Miner's already locked on tower, and that should be GG. Honestly, this matchup is pretty interesting. I feel like it's mine, but this guy, again, isn't very good. So that should put us at 5 wins. So let's just hop in the next match, guys. Alright, guys, looks like we found our next match here against Roder. I'm sorry if I butchered that name once again from not exactly. So give him the good luck. Just gonna go for miner safe spot. Then again, I'm not really too sure what he's running. Oh my god, everyone is running Princess in his GCs. They're pretty interesting. So I go for log here, and then I was with the guards and the princess, so I guess that's value for me. I'm gonna hold on my delivery because I know he's probably gonna rocket. So let's see, probably gonna rocket first just to put me in an elixir lead. He's probably gonna rocket me back. So you guys already know how this matchup goes. Again, if you guys have any questions about this matchup, feel free to let me know. But you know, I'm just gonna go back to answering the questions about my Q&A because I do have a lot of questions. So hopefully I just don't lose while answering them. So let's see. When did you start mastering mind control? I would say it's been 4 to 5 months. So I know all of you guys might call me no life for this, but when I first started using mind control, I actually played 700 games a week to get my first top 200 finish ever. Because I remember I did have a top 200 finish, but that was probably from 2016. So yeah, guys, it did take me probably a couple months to master it. So where I'm at now, I feel like I'm still mastering mind control. I think for the most part I have everything down. How did you learn to play CR? Is it necessary to have a coach for it? So honestly, I started. Yeah, so yeah, you guys can see that. You guys ever watch the end of my videos? I do have a 6-year badge. So I've been playing this game for about 6 years. So how I learned to play CR? I think just by watching Molt and Chief Pat, and honestly like at the time I was like 14, so I really couldn't compete in any of those like CRL like big events. So I guess just like watching like pros and just like learning like again like what like macro and micro is, what macro and micro is in those certain interactions. Do you need a coach? I mean, if you guys want one, I guess having the insight of like an old pro or like a current pro is good. But I don't think coaching is really necessary. If you guys like watch my videos and like you guys would learn, because I know a lot of you guys like have told me in the comments below like, Nate, hey, I watch a lot of your videos and I learn. And I guess again, guys, if you like, watch my videos and if you guys have any questions, I always will try to answer them. And I guess that's how you learn really. What is the deck that you hate the most playing against? Okay, so it's probably either Loon Cycle or Giant Graveyard. You guys always know I love Manual and all those other Giant Graveyard players. They really do surprise me with such skill whenever they go Giant Graveyard the bridge first play. In my minor deck, is it a good swap out for skeletons? I mean, you can use bats, but I feel like skeletons are better because again, like skeletons can distract, bats really can't. So let's see, what does it take to be a pro player? Honestly, just grinding the game. I honestly don't consider myself a pro player, maybe like a top ladder player. But like if you want to be a pro player, you have to grind a lot. But I really wouldn't recommend doing it because it takes like a lot of practice and also your mentality has to be really good. Anyways, like yeah. But anyways, getting back to the game, this game's pretty much over. I guess this guy did try his best. There's not much you can do here. I do have a pretty nice matchup, and then again, this guy isn't Riley. I always like compare myself to other players. I'm not compare myself, but I'm like, if this guy isn't Ian or this guy isn't like Bastonet or Aragon, so I shouldn't lose. So let's go for Miner on the top and go for Log. Okay, he does catch my miners. Like this guy is actually pretty impressive when he does catch my miners. So I guess well played on his end. But I can just go for a rocket here, and that should be GG. I think it's like third bait I faced in like within these 6 wins. So honestly, pretty nice win against this guy, and I think that should put us 6-0. So let's just see. Okay, that's 6-0. So I'm just show you guys my battle log. Obviously, I didn't make any cuts, like straight wins. So let's just get back to the GC, and I'll probably just cut or probably just wait until I find one at 6 wins. Hopefully I should insta-queue, but if not, I hope you guys are having a great day. I think when I'm recording this, it'll be like Saturday as of now. So let's just see if we find our match. So we found our next match here against a player from Japan. I'm not really too sure what he's running. Just gonna give him the good luck. Okay, so you're just gonna split my skeletons. I always tell you guys, you never really want to leak with this deck, because you always like, I guess, always want to go for the chip damage unless like I know the person, then obviously I'll leak. But let's see, just go for Dark Prince Bridge, see what he's gonna use, see what he has. So just go for E-Spirit. Okay, this is Giant Skeleton RG. I really hope this is not Earthquake, because this is very tough without having Tesla. I assume he's gonna RG behind this. Wait, gonna go Miner. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Maybe like we'll play something else. We're gonna go for Tesla right now. Okay, the log does hit my Tesla, so I have to go for a log here. I think RG will get 1 more hit. So that's really unfortunate. It's taking a lot of damage. Honestly, he might have Fireball because I feel like he definitely had enough elixir to play Earthquake. So if he does have Fireball, I would say it's still a pretty bad matchup, but definitely comebackable if he doesn't have Earthquake. Okay, so he goes for Zappies in the back. So I know which variant this is. I'm just not really too sure what spell he has. So I'm just gonna go Dark Prince in the back, and let's see what he's gonna do. Goes for E-Spirit. Definitely not gonna give him the E-Spirit damage. Just gonna go for E-Spirit of my own to match his. And probably go Skeletons for the 2 Zappies. I'm actually gonna go Miner. Okay, that Miner was meant to drag a Giant Skeleton, so he's probably gonna RG. Okay, thankfully he wasted a Fisherman. So even if he RGs here, he definitely won't have enough to support. Like, he won't be able to play a spell. So let's see. He goes for RG. I guess he thought the range would have been enough, but it definitely is not. So Dark Prince should kill a Giant Skelly, and I can just go for delivery. That bomb shouldn't be on the Tesla. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got pretty lucky there. So I have to go for a log on this RG. But overall, for what he did, and for what I did, also wasting a Miner, I would say it's a pretty even trade. So the Fisherman should die, and I'm only down 200 damage. So I'm just going to assume that he either has Fireball or Lightning by the way he's playing. So he goes through Zappies in the back, just going to E-Spirit. Okay, he goes through E-Spirit of his own, so that's fine. Probably just going to go Test to the middle. Okay, goes for Giant Skeleton in the back. So I think I might take this rocket value, but I'm kind of scared of his RG. So I think if he decides to support that Giant Skeleton. Okay, I'm going to rocket this Fisherman, guys. Because I'm only doing this solely because I know that he has not Fisherman, and my Dark Prince should give me a lot of value. I know that he's not. Okay, well, I was saying before he landed, I was gonna say that I know that he's not back to Fisherman, so you really can't kite my troops or do anything like that. So I go for skeletons with RG, that should clean it up. So he has lightning, so I think this is still bad, but since he doesn't have earthquake, he doesn't really have a real way to kill my Tesla. So as long as I set up good defenses and just good Teslas, I should be okay here. So I assume he's probably gonna fisherman this, so let's go for Tesla high. And let's see, he's gonna go for fisherman. So I'm actually gonna go delivery on this fisherman. Hopefully it kills. Dark Prince does kill it. Go for delivery. It looks like I think I can line up this log, like a perfect log actually. So I can go for miner. He goes for a log of his own. He goes for zappies right away. So I'm actually gonna rocket this. Just gonna take the value, hitting the tower and the 3 zappies. The only issue now is probably gonna go in. He goes for a naked RG and a fisherman. I really disagree with that play. Also, my E Spirit does my delivery does hit his E Spirit. So that's a dead RG push. And now we're up 600 damage, so a really good start to be honest, or a really good start into the game, I guess. Like heading into triple elixir is what I'm trying to say. So he's probably gonna RG behind this once he gets to it. So let's see, go for E Spirit here. He's gonna RG. Okay, I'm actually gonna opt to not Tesla here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna Tesla right now since I know he just wasted Zappies, so he's definitely not back to lightning. Although will he lightning this? It looks like he won't. It looks like he actually will, but I think his push is already dead. Okay, already doesn't get a hit, thankfully, so let's go for delivery. Let's see, I'm probably go miner, but he's probably gonna catch with fisherman, which is fine. I should just go for naked rockets. But that's actually pretty good. We do catch his giant skelly, and delivery is also on the giant skelly, so let's go for a log for the chip damage, and now we're up like 800 damage. So as long as we keep doing the same thing over and over again, we should be okay here. He does have a pretty scary push coming, so I go for rocket here. Hopefully hit this RG. Okay, actually looks like I missed the RG, so I have to go for Tesla here. I know to go for a lightning right away. So let's go for a log for skeletons. Okay, really nice log in his end. RG. Okay, RG does get 2 hits, so that basically puts him back in the game. But I think I should be okay here. Just go for miner and then go for rocket on these 3 zappies. Now the issue is definitely gonna RG here. I don't think I can cycle that fast to rockets. Okay, so let's go for log. I'm gonna go for delivery, go for skeletons. I'm gonna hold up my light. I'm gonna wait for my Tesla and go right now. Okay, wow. Looks like he misplaced his lightning and didn't lightning up top like he should have, or lightning hide. So I go for a rocket, and I should be GG. Honestly, a really nice comeback against RG Lightning. If I knew he had Lightning before, I definitely would have played differently. But it's still a nice win, and this should put us to actually, I think, 7-0. So let's just queue into the next match. Alright guys, so our next match here against Kenji. So give him the good luck. Not really too sure, again, what he's running. I don't recognize the name. So just gonna go minor safe spot, just to be careful. Let's see what he's gonna play. He goes for Baby Dragon, so what, this could be Golem, which I really hope it's not, because I really struggle against Golem Lightning, especially with Tesla. It could be Splash Yard. See, I'm just going to play a delivery on this. He goes for Ice Whiz, so this definitely looks like Splash Yard. If he plays a Tombstone, this pretty much confirms it, so let's just see what he's going to do. You can't really go Graveyard. I mean, he could go like Valk or Skeleton from Graveyard, but I could just rocket it, and I would have a nice counter push. So it looks like he does have Splash Yard. Not really too sure which variant this is. Could be Skeleton King. So let's see. I think he's gonna have to respond to the Dark Prince. Oh yeah, actually go for miner here. I know he's not back. Like he doesn't have any good tanks, so I'm actually gonna rocket this once the Skeleton King goes back. Please don't tell me I missed. Okay, I think I lost. This is gonna be pretty interesting. He's gonna go Baby Dragon Graveyard. Okay, so I have to go for E-Spirits and then go for Log. I need to kill the Skeleton King. That's the bigger threat here. Go for Log, Skeleton on this Graveyard. Am I alive? Okay, Baby Dragon is locked on, but for what I just did in single elixir, I think I survived, but now we're down 700 damage, so I'm not too sure if we're going to come back from this. I mean, taking 1 loss isn't too bad in the GC, but I would prefer to have a clean 12-0 slate. So let's see, I know he's not back to Skeleton King yet, but if I go miner, he's just going to block with Ice Whiz, so let's just see what he's going to do. Okay, he goes for Ice Whiz. Okay, I'm gonna rocket that still. I just take the value. I need to recover as much damage as I possibly can. So it looks like I'm gonna recover 200 damage. So now we're only down 200. So honestly, not too bad of a trade. But now we can probably go in here. He does go for Skeleton King, so it's gonna be E-Spirit and then Tesla. Kind of a little bit high because I know he's not back to Barbarrel yet. So him going Graveyard would be like pretty useless. Okay, he does waste his abilities. So I can go for Log here. I don't understand why he would go Baby Dragon in the back. I'm already back to Rocket. And I think with that miner and the Rocket, I should be back in the game somehow. So honestly, not too sure how you throw this lead, but he's talking about Graveyard now. So he's in that weird position, so I need to go for delivery with my own. And just go for a log, hopefully, and then go for skeletons. I think it should clean up most of the Graveyard. Honestly, not too bad of RNG. He only got 1 hit from that, so not too bad, but I definitely am going to rocket this once everything crosses. Hopefully I hit everything. It looks like I do, which is really nice. Let's see what he's going to do. Probably go Ice Wiz and just build up another counter push. So he goes for Tombstone. Okay, let's see. He goes for Graveyard Bar Barrel. So right now, I'm going to go Delivery right now and then go for Miner to apply pressure. So I feel if I go in Miner, again, as you see, he's forced by Skeleton King instead of trying to support his Graveyard with the Poison. So at this point, as long as I defend his next push, I should be okay here. Just going to go for Tesla a little bit low. Okay, I'm probably just going to rocket this to be safe, to be honest. I definitely don't want that Skeleton King on the field. He does pop his ability, but really late ability, and I would just pretty much a waste. I can just go for Log just to claim everything and go for Skeletons. And now I can just go Miner. Okay, wow. Well played on his end. He does catch my Miner. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. He's just going to go for a Barbell Graveyard push. But again, Delivery one side, Dark Prince the other. And I think this should stop most of the RNG. Skeletons will get 1 hit, but I think it's okay. I can really just go for a Log and then go for Miner since he just wasted Skeleton King. Okay, he does catch once again. It is pretty annoying, but I really doubt he's going to get 800 damage in this amount of time, especially since he just wasted his ability. So he's not back to Graveyard yet. So I can just go for Log. I think a Log Rocket takes it. Okay, it looks like it doesn't. 446, so I've seen 1 Miner hits. And let's go for Rockets. And honestly, a really nice comeback against Graveyard. Again, I'm not really sure how you lose that lead, but you know, I'll take it. So I think that actually should put us at 8-0. So pretty nice win so far. Just 4 more to make it clean. So let's just queue, and I probably won't cut. This shouldn't take that long. It's only 8 wins, so hopefully I do find a match soon. Alright guys, this is the match for I guess this is the match to be 9-0. So just give him the good luck against Diego_YT from Mexico CR. So he does go for yes, Bandit Heal Spirit, such high skill. So this could be probably bridge spam or 3M. It's one of the two, definitely. So we're gonna go for Miner here. He does go for Archer Queen and Ice Golem, so it definitely looks like 3M. So honestly, a pretty easy matchup. And you guys know it doesn't really matter if it's ladder or if it's a grand challenge, which I rarely do. I'm only doing it because you guys asked me. It's always singing or story time, but like I told you before, I did ask you guys for a Q&A. So I guess I will answer like more of those questions. So someone asked, what type of music do you listen to? Well, you guys know I am an avid anime watcher, so I do listen to some anime music, so like some Japanese music, and then I also listen to some light rock. I do enjoy like the light rock. I don't really enjoy like the heavy rock because it's just so loud and very annoying sometimes. But some light rock, anime music, and that's pretty much it. How do you beat Golem Lightning in Mortar with Inferno version? Well, to answer that question, I do have a minor guide coming out. I've been working on it actually. I think there's like 18 matchups in total that I need to go over. And I've done like 10 of them at least. So I think part 1 should be dropping very soon. How do you handle tilt? I think when it comes to tilt, guys, because I know you guys always tell me, Nate, I always like see you so high on ladder, like do you never tilt? Well, to answer that question, guys, is I do tilt, and to be honest, it's really frustrating. But I feel like once you build up that mentality of even if you tilt, you know you can come back. I feel like it doesn't really matter. So I think I've like sort of built up that mentality. Like I never really get tilted that badly, but if I do, I just take a deep breath, take like a break from the game, and just come back. Favorite deck other than Miner? Well, I'm sorry to say, man, I'm basically a one trick, so my favorite deck has to be Miner. I do like Stump Drill because of Asaf, because we're close friends. So that's pretty much it. What's important when you're against Hog 216 or Earthquake? Well, again, to answer that question, those questions will be answered in my Miner Control guide. So like I told you guys, part 1 will probably be dropping, let's see, I'll probably say like in like 3 to 4 days from now, like whenever the GC vid drops is probably when the Miner Control part 1 is going to drop, because it is going to be split in 2 vids, guys, because I don't know if I can fit 18 matchups into one vid. That'd be probably like 2 hours or something like that. Do you ever plan on doing a face reveal? I actually have done one. I think like since I've grown, a lot of people have asked me, but if you guys go on like your YouTube search bar and search up Baby Nate CWA, I have done a face reveal there, so if you guys are curious to see what I look like, etc. Best cards to upgrade first in Miner 3.0. So this is actually another question that's always asked, like Nate, like what do you upgrade first? Again, guys, I will answer all those questions in my Miner Control vid. How tall is Elise's arm in Toast? I don't want to answer that question, but at the same time, I don't even know how to answer that question. So, how are you mentally? How are things with Elise? They're honestly pretty good. I haven't really been talking to her since the finals, but you know, like she's always been texting me and like asking how am I and stuff. So you know, I already told her before, like I want to break the question, but at the same time, if I get denied, I think it's time to retire from YouTube, and especially if she finds my YouTube, it's definitely time to retire. But perfect timing actually. I can just go for Rocket, and it should be GG. This guy was using a pretty weird variant. I guess maybe like there's a troll deck or something. But anyways, that should put us at 9-0, so not too bad. So let's just queue into the next match. Okay, so we have next match here against another Japanese player. Just gonna give him the good luck. Again, not really too sure what he could be running. Could be running anything. So just gonna go Miner, obviously first play, see what he's gonna do. This for E-Spirit Hunter. So this definitely looks like RG Lightning or RG Fireball. I really hope it's not the Ghost variant, because Ghost is pretty annoying, I can't lie. Let's see, probably just go Dark Prince since he wants to go for a log. Let's go for Skeletons just to keep my Dark Prince alive and its shield. He's probably not to respawn here with the Fisherman or Ghost. So let's say he goes for Fisherman. But I think Dark Prince should hit the Fisherman enough to where I can just log it away. My tower should kill it. So it looks like he does have Ghost. I really hope he doesn't have Lightning because it's pretty annoying. So go for E-Spirit to distract the Fisherman and hit the Ghost. And his push is pretty much dead. Let's see, he's probably gonna go RG the back because he doesn't really have a good hand. Okay, looks like he's gonna go RG in the same lane as we have damage, so I can go for Rockets. Like I always tell you guys, if you guys ever face RG, and I will obviously like elaborate in the Mind Control guide, if you ever go RG the back and you have Rock in hand and you know you're even on Elixir, always Rocket the tower because it's an even trade. I don't really understand why a lot of people don't do it. I feel like it's very good, but you know, I feel like it just gives you guys like I guess a head start or just a heads up. So I do have a nice counter push coming opposite lane. Okay, I'm not really too sure what he's doing. Is he just not gonna play? I guess he like went AFK or like his parents called him. Oh yeah, looks like he just came back. So that's pretty unfortunate. But you know, I will take a 10-0. Hopefully I don't choke this. I definitely shouldn't. I'm only basically a log rocket from winning. So as long as I don't disconnect or I don't make any stupid mistakes like misplacing a Tesla, I should be okay here. So I'm gonna go for Tesla of my own in the middle. Even if he goes RG here, I can definitely just lightning this. So let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, he goes for RG behind the Fisherman. But I can just go for a free Rocket here and then go for E-Spirit just to, I guess, DPS RG down and go for Skeletons. He still hasn't revealed a spell yet, but I still think it's Miner's matchup. It doesn't really matter what he had, like even if he defended, I feel like I could still win regardless. Because I have faced RG a lot of times, like whether it's RG Fireball or RG Lightning, I still should win. So let's see, he's probably going to go RG with a Fisherman, so let's go Delivery on this Hunter, go for Dark Prince E-Spirit. A little bit of misplay on my end, but I think Dark Prince still lost on the RG, and then he's not logging my Skeletons, so you can see how much work my Skeletons put in. He does go for Fisherman here. So you guys didn't know, if they play E-Spirit, you can really block a Fisherman by going, I guess, in front of the Fisherman. I mean, going Miner in front of the Fisherman. And you see, we also got King Tower activation, which is pretty nice. But I can just go for a Rocket here. Rocket does 446, I'm pretty sure, at level 11. He does go for RG here, but I can really just go for a Tesla low, go for Skeletons. He might lightning this. Let's see what his spell he has. He does have lightning. A little bit too late. I guess I kind of got lucky that he disconnected, but you know, guys, I will take a free win, I guess. So that should put us 10-0 actually. So actually 2 away from 12-0, the clean 12-0. So let's hope I find a match soon. Although Q time should be pretty fast in GCs, I hope, anyways, because of the mastery. So let's see. Okay, so this is the match for 11-0. This guy, Lucas from Yuna, I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce that name. So he does go for wall breakers here, so I assume it's probably drill. I don't think anybody would try to run minor wall breakers in a GC, so it looks like this is drill. So it's a pretty free matchup, so you guys don't know what's gonna happen. Just probably gonna continue with the Q&A. Okay, best alternative to delivery in your deck. Honestly, I would probably recommend that you probably need delivery. Maybe you can try arrows, but I'll probably recommend that you grind to Arena 15 and just unlock it. So I see that my Dark Prince did connect, so this game is pretty much over. I wouldn't be surprised if he gives up. If he does, then I'll probably just cut the video, but if he doesn't, I'll just keep on playing and just keep on answering questions. Nate, if you believe in sharing and caring, then you wouldn't mind sharing at least. I don't think so, Sir Oink CR, but you know, I hope to God that she never finds me on YouTube, because if she does, I think it's time to delete and uninstall everything. Where did you find this deck? I'm actually found it from Air Surfer. I think Air Surfer has the highest finish with it, since like I'm pretty sure he one-tricked it I think Haciel's number 9, but like he sniped with the deck. But I think Air Surfer has like a top 25 with it, if I'm not wrong. So I actually found it from him. So I guess thanks to Air Surfer for starting my career on YouTube, I guess. How to go against the annoying classic booster deck. Like I said, guys, any questions you have about matchups, I will answer them. But then again, my minor control guide is coming, so if you guys wait for that, trust me, it'll be well worth it. Do you think Elise will be exclusive soon? You and Elise? Honestly, I'm not too sure, guys. Like, she's been pointing signs that she's into me, but like I just said this before in the video. If I pull the question, if she denies me, what happens now, guys? Like, I know there are more fish in the sea. More fish in the sea. I'm pretty sure that's the saying. If it's not, then I'm sorry. Did your rocket rise to the beach too? No, I won't answer that question. But you guys never know. You guys never know. Like, you guys just think to yourselves, maybe my rocket did rise to the beach. Maybe it didn't, because we did some interesting stuff. And looking back at the game, this guy actually did give up. I'm not really surprised since Drill's a really easy matchup. It doesn't really matter who it is. I definitely should never lose against Drill. So yeah, this guy, I'm pretty sure this guy actually gave up, unlike some other people in my vids have I done before. Like whenever I faced them. So I think these two Dark Princes should take the tower. Just think go for E-Spirit and then go for Miner. And that should be GG. I think this should actually put us at 11-0 actually. So honestly, not too bad for GC runs. If you guys haven't won a GC, I recommend you watch this video and I guess just learn the deck. If you have any questions about it, just feel free to let me know. Looking up at the clan, we have actually 11 online. But anyways, I'm gonna hop in the final match, guys, and hopefully we find a match soon. So we're up against D, the Merciless from Grim Titans 2. Okay, so this is actually for 12 and 0. Hopefully I go 12 and 0 because that'd be like a pretty nice video. So he does go for Hog here, so this definitely is either Hog, Earthquake, or 2.6. I wouldn't be surprised, so let's just see. So Meyer is getting a lot of chip damage. He decided to ignore it. Okay, man. I'm not really sure how you're this high with Hog Goblin Huts, but who really knows? I'm just gonna go for Log here. I think I do miss one Spear Gob, but that's fine. Okay, he goes for Valk as well. Okay, well, you guys, I don't really know how to explain this. I think this is like a mid-ladder deck or something. So let's see, I'm just gonna go for Dark Prince here. This should just splash on everything. Let's see if he plays anything on this Dark Prince. Okay, he does go for Valk here, so I'm pretty sure I can go for Delivery. I really hope he doesn't have Minion Horde, because if he did, that'd be like super unfortunate. But let's just see. We can probably just split Skeleton. Dude, every time. Okay, he also goes for Hog here. That Hog was definitely at 0, so I can go for E-Spirit Skeleton's Log. Oh my, the Hog almost got hit. So he's starting to yawn. I'm just giving the question mark because I don't know why you're running this. How you're this high, but who really knows. So this is definitely an easy matchup. I definitely shouldn't lose this. So let's just go back to answering the rest of the questions. Let's see. What do you need to be a good player in CR? I think you need your credit card or your parents' credit card. It's obviously a joke, guys. I'm obviously joking. Have you watched Black Clover? I haven't, but I have seen the openings of it, and I think it's a pretty good show. But I know it's pretty long. Whenever I have time this summer to watch it. What is my favorite anime? What's my favorite 2D girl? I think my favorite anime is probably Kiss Exis. My favorite 2D girl is probably Kotori. Obviously, it's in my name. So, what is the best anime? Honestly, I feel like it's a hard question to answer. There are a lot of good animes, but the best one, I really can't say for sure. There's like a lot of them. We ever do sub battles? I mean, I probably would, but would you have the time for it? Probably not. But I promise you guys, like sometime in the summer, I will do sub battles. For like I'll stream on YouTube or something and do it for like an hour or so. Would you ever go pro? No, because of Muhammad Light. After because I actually did 1v1 Muhammad Light today, and let's just say that after playing against him, I definitely would never want to become a pro. Because what's the point if he's just gonna dominate everyone? Do you like waffles or pancakes? I've never really had. No, I've had pancakes before, but like I'm talking like school pancakes. So I'll probably just choose waffles. Which one comes first? The milk or the cereal? I'll definitely say the cereal comes first. I don't know anyone who would choose milk first. That's kind of weird. Like unless you like your milk soggy. And obviously you do you. You better answer this question. Sorry, Ender. I don't talk to people who have no top 100 finishes. What is my favorite Italian food? I feel like it's really stereotypical, but pasta. I feel like that's kind of stereotypical, but I really don't eat any Italian food. Where are you from? I'm half Korean, half Vietnamese. Do you still study? Yes, I'm in college. How do you manage time? I feel like that's something like you learn by yourself. I really can't tell you guys how to manage your time. Yeah, it's just something that you learn, I guess. You can't really explain it. When will you do best of 5 versus Muhammad Light? Probably never, because I'm definitely not on his level. Do you watch? Okay, I definitely can't say that. You recommend it? Yes, I'm not gonna fall for that, but thank you for trying. How'd you get out of mid ladder? Honestly, by probably just upgrading my most upgrading minor control, or I guess upgrading expo, because I used to one trigger first, and just climb the ranks and like watching best in A and stuff and just learning, because we all really have to start from somewhere. What is my favorite anime? I think I already answered that question. Why are you so shy? I don't know, man. I was pretty much like a antisocial guy in like high school. I didn't really talk to a lot of people, and I guess people like felt pity for me. I feel like that's kind of sad, but like obviously I've changed over the years. I'm in college now. It's like a fresh start, so I'm sort of confident, really. More stories. Well, like I said, guys, I was in finals week, so I was pretty busy. I'm not gonna lie, but I definitely will tell more stories like when the time comes or whenever I see Elise again. Best waifu? There's too many. There's too many to say, man. Would it be possible for someone to book coaching from you? I've always had people ask me that question, like, Nate, will you ever do coaching? The answer is like possibly, but like I'm not too sure. But who really knows? What's my favorite brand of cereal? Probably Fruit Loops. What am I majoring in? I think I said before. I think business and finance. So with just 9 seconds left, I think if I rock it, I should be okay here. He does go for a hog, but I go for high Tesla. And even if he lightnings, lightning doesn't do enough. And just like that should be GG. This is getting a good game. I think this guy like actually yawned every time. I'm not too sure what he's doing, but you know, I will take a nice 12-0. So honestly, going from 0 to 12, I know this video will be pretty long, but you guys did enjoy. And like, if you want to win your first GC, then try using minor control and just watching my videos. So going back to my battle log, you guys can see like I made no cuts. We clearly went 12-0, just looking through it. And as you guys see more, that I actually did show like a clip of me facing Muhammad Light. So I actually did manage to 1v1 Muhammad Light, and we did a best of 3, and I took 1 off of him using 3M. So honestly, I will be analyzing the losses and wins pretty much. So, but anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if we did get a legendary, okay, thankfully, unlucky, that's not minor. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy the video, and it's been Nate. I'm just gonna screenshots, and I will see you guys later.